What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. Hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful Tuesday today, and it is really hot today. But I mean, they already said this summer was gonna be really, really, really hot. So that ain't no surprise. I stay out of the sun as much as possible because I mean, this Florida heat is something else. And I'm wearing my new shirt. Y'all like my new shirt? Got Betty Boop on it. Always loved Betty Boop. I bought it last month, toward the end of last month. But um but anyway, let's get into the video. All right. First we gonna talk about this Northwest thing. Cause and it's all this is a topic. First, we gonna get to Kanye talking all this bunch of shit about how Kim is parenting Northwest. Now, I don't understand this, cause I mean, I already know stupid ass niggas with this that are agreeing with him. I don't understand how y'all think that um that Kanye's got the moral standing when with because how come whenever we see him out with his wife, she's basically naked. He's parading her around and on some weird kink shit. How come every time we see her titties out or her ass out and everything? And now I mean, I think, like, if a woman wants to wear her titties out, her ass out, she should be able to do that. But in this situation, Kanye is controlling what she does, what she's wearing. He's using her sexuality as a to get validation from other niggas. Let's be real on that, because this is something that she, I assume, I'm thinking like maybe deep down she don't want to do, but she does it for him. I guess I don't know what's going on with her, but I mean, he did the same thing with Kim, controlled what she wears, controlled her appearance. It's some weird domination and it's weird domination kink shit. I don't know how y'all think that he somehow got the more high ground in his stuff. And he going on some bullshit like I think he was saying that like he don't get to see his daughter and all this other shit. When I think he does get to see his daughter. I don't know why he's lying like that. Like, come on now. But I mean, and just talking all sorts of shit about Kim. I mean, that's nothing new. He's been doing that for a while. I don't get it because, I mean, people were calling Kim a hoe before y'all got together, before you even met her. I mean, Kim was sending you uh pictures of herself while you were with Amber. You cheated on Amber with Kim. So I don't know how you got how you and all these other niggas think that he got any type of moral standing. I just don't understand. He needs to shut the fuck up. But anyway, moving on from him, outside of the whole, Kanye and nigga shit, I can see layers in this, and I can see kind of different sides in this. Cause when I look at the pictures and videos of her, she, on one hand, she's expressing herself, with the blue hair. I think it's the blue wigs and, the makeup and all that stuff and the clothes. I mean, she's, as I said, expressing herself. She's doing the whole, it looked like she's doing the whole anime Harajuku thing. And I was like into that back in the day, but I couldn't really express myself the way I wanted to because, parents weren't here for that. And I remember me even putting on a little bit of makeup. It wasn't even a full face of makeup. I just had on like, some eyeshadow. It wasn't like real dramatic type of, eyeshadow. No way. And it was just a little bit and a little bit of uh what was it? It was some lip gloss. It was some tinted lip gloss. And I remember mama losing her goddamn mind. I don't get that. It's just a little bit of makeup. And I was in sixth grade. It's not like I was in first grade or nothing. Cause with elementary, like, having a full face of makeup, I could kind of see like, people not, liking that. I mean, mom not like, liking that, or just anybody not liking that. Cause like, first grade makeup, like a full face of makeup, no. And I remember when I was in elementary, you had girls that would come in there with makeup. The teachers would make them wash it off. Um, and I don't know if that was having makeup was against the rules or nothing of the dress code or whatever. I don't know nothing about that, or maybe the teachers didn't like it or something. But either way, in like first grade, second grade, all that stuff, we could not wear it. But anyway, sixth grade I think is I think to me it was old enough. But cause I mean, I don't get it. Y'all really be acting like if y'all kids wear a little bit of makeup and like, if they about 11, 12, or 13, they gonna be walking the streets or some shit. Like, just stop. Just stop. And and with the other styles and stuff, they didn't let me wear it because I don't know, they thought that shit was weird I mean, I didn't ask them to if I could wear it because I already knew how they would react to it. They would think that it's weird and that, all of that. And plus, I was in a small town. I grew up in Mississippi, not just the South, the deep South. I was in the Delta. I was in Cleveland, Mississippi, and it's not like I wouldn't say extremely conservative, but it was kind of conservative. And the rules were clear on what you could do and what you couldn't do, especially in my own community. Because like I said, I was in the whole anime thing and all that stuff, and that was just real taboo back then. But you know, and I wouldn't, and I mean, I kind of in some way did my own thing, but there was limits on me, even me putting limits on myself doing my own thing, because hey, I was, like I said, living in a small town, I just wasn't brave enough for that. Hey, I was a kid. But and I do remember getting on bought me some uh what was it, some thigh high uh uh black and white stockings, black and white socks, white stockings. And um And I wore those things a lot. She just got mad at me wearing them a lot. I wore them outside of school. I didn't wear them in school, but I was washing them constantly because I was wearing them a lot, and they ended up tearing up. But anyway, so that's just another way of her, expressing herself. I mean, well, actually, I should say this from the start. Am I telling anybody how to, parent or raise their kids? No. I mean, I don't tell other adults what the fuck to do. Cause I mean, at the end of the day, people gonna raise their kids the way they want to. And people might say on here like, oh well, maybe we should sometimes tell people how to raise their kids. And I'm just like, okay, y'all saying that through a screen, behind a screen, excuse me. I know you won't say that shit in real life, especially in this day and age where everybody walking around pissed off because of everything going on. People walking around with all this pent up anger, and people get real pissed off when you try to tell them how to raise their kids. And with people just with that bottle of anger, I think they would probably knock your teeth down your throat. They would really want to fight you over this shit, and or even try to pull something out on you. You never know. So, I don't do. I don't. I mean, I don't do that online, and I don't definitely don't do that in real life. You never know. But anyway, these are just thoughts. But but I mean, with me, I probably wouldn't necessarily be okay with, like, maybe a wig or something. I think like maybe too young for a wig. If they want to color braids, then okay. And for the piercings, I think she had hand piercings. I don't know if they're real. I hope they're not real, but I mean, I don't know about that. And she's experimenting with makeup, like she's 13. And I said with the clothes, it's nothing like, from what I see, that she had on recently, inappropriate or nothing. So, I mean, let her express herself. But the other thing is, though, other side of things is her not being around her parents. She's around. It looked like she around, like, she got security. When I looked at views, some security guards and shit, and she got some type of guardian around her that look. I mean, this is really kind of strange, but she looks similar to Kim in some ways. Um, I don't know what that's about, but maybe that's a coincidence. I don't know. But she's around a guardian, I guess. So, but I mean, she's she doesn't have her parents around, and I do feel, I am worried about, her, just her well-being and everything, because you have motherfuckers that be on some weird shit, that do love to prey on, as we know, kids. And I really hope that she is protected for real. Cause I mean, this is a family that that is just, I mean, they weird. Let's be real, they weird. And people are saying that, like, they pimping her out and everything. There's really no concrete evidence of that. I wouldn't put it past them to do that, because I mean, they basically did it to, I mean, they did it to Kendall and Kylie, but there was a real focus on Kylie, and what they, and how they pushed it to the forefront. And with Caitlyn Jenner being a Trumper, I wouldn't, there's rumors that the Kardashians are Trumpers. I I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they are. And these type of people are fucking weird. So, like I said, no concrete evidence of that, but I wouldn't put it past them if they were trying to, pimp her out. But, on the other side of things, it kind of looks like they just soft launching her career, because she's been, cause I didn't know this, but she's been performing and singing and all that stuff. And so I mean, I think that adds to the whole image of her, with the whole aesthetic, I guess. So I guess that's that. But, you know, like I said, a lot of it, being in the industry, especially underage in the industry, is just, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things for adults, but it's a lot of things. It's definitely a lot for somebody underage, So, I mean, all right, y'all. Excuse me. I'm back. I kind of get tired of dealing with other folks' pets. But anyway, as I was saying, being underage in this whole industry is just, it's just crazy. So hope she's protected. And the other thing is that, I mean, excuse me. I mean, you can, what I was gonna say, I lost my train of thought, y'all. But but anyway, the other thing is I got it back, but is that she was at Coachella, and Coachella is not for kids at all. You got people doing a lot of shit there. You even got people doing substances. I can't talk today, but y'all know what I mean. It's a bunch of other shit there, drinking and all this other stuff. And that's just not a kid friendly place. I think maybe she was performing there, but I mean, even still, it's just not. That's not appropriate to me, at least. I mean, like I said, I ain't got no kids, so but yeah, so but at the end of the day, you know, people, you can tell Kim is not a strict parent. It looks like she kind of just treats North and even her other kids as friends and all that. And if that's what she does, and that's what she does. Like I said, I'm not telling nobody how to parent. Like I said, I ain't got no kids. And even if I have had kids, what other people do is what other people do, and what I do is what I do. And yeah. So I mean, like I said, I do get different sides of this, but you know, at least right now, I mean, I just hope that she's protected. And you know, like I said, it looks like they soft launching her career. And the other thing is that with the Kardashians, we already know or should know that like pretty much everything that they do is not a coincidence. They basically been for a long ass time running off of rage bait. I mean, they I think they know exactly what they're doing. This whole thing with North and people getting all riled up and all this other shit, is she's putting all this attention on her, and and that's part of, to me, launching her career. And these like I said, it's not a coincidence. None of this is. They run off a rage bait and y'all keep falling for it. Um so yeah. And you know that's that's all my thoughts on that. But all right, moving on. Let me know y'all thoughts and feelings on that. um all right, we're gonna talk about the BET Awards. And to me, whatever they did this year, they need to do it every fucking year, because the BET Awards hadn't been this good in a long fucking time. Because I love all the performances. I love the performance by Kalani. I love the Cardi B one. I love Lauryn Hill's performance and her tribute. And Drewski is funny as hell. I feel like he's gonna be even more successful in the future. And you know, and even with Jamie Foxx on the piano, and I think his daughter was on the bass. I think, y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. But but yeah, so I mean, I saw clips of it. I didn't see, like, the whole thing, because I mean, I ain't got cable, so because hey, cable too fucking expensive for me. Nah. But I don't know, maybe it was streaming somewhere, but I ain't catch it. I just saw some clips of it on YouTube. And the other thing is Janet Jackson presenting Tiana Taylor with the award. I think it was the Icon Award or something like that. And I don't think people realize how significant that is, because I mean, Janet Jackson was touring in, I believe, Asia at the time, and she took time out of her tour to fly back and present her with that award. That is, I mean, that's really fucking amazing. That that is, and you know, Tiana Taylor is really getting her dues because she's been in the industry for a long ass time, for over a decade, and you know, she's like, you know, really getting. I'm so glad that she's really getting recognized for her talents, because she really is talented. And she really is an icon, you know. So I really like that, and I'm happy for her, and she deserves it. She really does, cause you know she's I already know she's probably been through a lot through this industry, cause I mean even entering this industry young, you go through a lot, and you know this is just the fruits. This is, well, not just, this is some of the fruits of her labor. You know, this has really been her year. But yeah, so you know, BET need to take notes and use this whole formula forward. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's been fucking years since I even really watched BET. And I didn't really watch them like that to start with, really. Even when I was a kid, you know, we look at music videos sometimes, and you know, maybe look at some shows on BET from time to time, but it was, I mean, I've never really watched it like that, you know. But I do know that this with this whole award ceremony, shit, y'all need to keep doing shit like this. But anyway, all right then, y'all. This was a short video, just some of my thoughts on some shit. You know, just on, like, you know, some light stuff on entertainment. Cause you know, we got a lot of seriousness in the world, and it's good to talk about some light stuff here and there. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. And you know, like, comment, subscribe, so I can get into the algorithm more, so that, like, you know, my channel can get more views, and so my channel can grow even more. So and you know, and as I said with the comments, you know, tell me how y'all feel about all this. It's of course good for engagement. But that's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all later.